So what's up YouTube, welcome to another video from my channel. I'm Ankit Banerjee and you're watching It's Your Bike Ankit. Now today I'm at OSL Bajaj Minto Park. So I'm here to ride the UG Dominar 400, which is the recent one, and let's hit the video upon that. So guys, this is the Dominar 400 in front of you can see, and this is in this green color. There is also a matte black color of this Dominar 400. These are the two colors that are available for the 400cc Dominar, and for the 250cc you have the matte black and the red color. Now this is kind of a metallic color which looks really nice. Now the design philosophy behind the Dominar is straight, simple kind of design. It is inspired from the CS 400 concept that has been showcased in Auto Expo a way long time back. So this one, along with the SS 400, Bajaj had revealed in the Auto Expo, but this one came into reality while the SS 400 is still to become a reality. You can see you have the very big and very aggressive looking front headlamp with this body colored green inserts, with this mudguard and this very beefy and very attractive 43mm front forks, and the front tire is 17 incher and it is 110 section. And coming to the disc brake, so the front disc is 320mm with dual channel ABS, and then you have this very wide and very big tank in front of you. This is the 13.5 liter fuel tank, which gives it a decent range while you're touring. Now this is a very good power cruiser. It's one of the most preferable power cruiser that you can buy, and as you can see, the front end, the rake is pretty high on this motorcycle. That's why the steering feels a tad bit heavy, but all thanks to the wheelbase of this motorcycle. So this is a very long motorcycle, and this wheelbase helps it in coping up with the stability, high speed stability, and the weight also. The weight is about 190 kilos, which is really heavy if you consider the purpose of this motorcycle, but that weight translates into a brilliant highway stability. Now coming to the rear design, so you have this Dominar 400 or D400 badging here, which denotes that it's a 400cc motorcycle. Then you have this matte rear end with this Ducati Diavel inspired rear tail lamp, which is like this. I will also light up and show you. And you have the long rear fender, which deflects mud from the rear tire. Now you also have the aluminium swing arm here with this plastic casings, and you have the open chain setup, and these are the LED indicators like the KTM motorcycles. So these are the same things. Now coming to the rear end, so you have this 230mm rear disc, and the rear tire is 150 section. These are radial tires from MRF. These are MRF Rev Z, and you have the dual barrel exhaust, which sounds really nice and bassy and throaty and whatnot. I am just in love with the exhaust note of this motorcycle. Now coming to the engine of this motorcycle, as you can see, this is a 373cc single cylinder DOHC liquid cooled engine, which produces about 40 bhp of power and 35 newton meters of torque, which is very good, which is very beautifully delivered in a very linear way, and that's what makes this motorcycle very much usable. And it's not a hooligan as the Duke 390, which is a mad motorcycle in terms of acceleration. Now here you have the underbelly cowl, and this is the radiator of the motorcycle. As I said, that this is a liquid cooled motorcycle, and you have the horn here. Now the frame you see here is a perimeter frame, and this frame actually aids the dynamics of the motorcycle to a very good extent. Now this is a kind of a raised handlebar that you can see, and this is a very wide handlebar which provides tremendous leverage. And you have this rear view mirrors which are also very beautiful to look at, as well as they serve a really good purpose, and they're really sturdy also. Now it doesn't get the adjustable brake levers, so that's a miss here, maybe a cost cutting from Bajaj, but it's alright. You don't even need, because this is set in a very neutral way. Now this is the fly screen of the motorcycle, so you have different other aftermarket accessories from where you can add a new fly screen onto the motorcycle. And speaking about the seat height is at 800 mm, and this is a very plush and very soft seat here, and it is very accommodating, very wide, and the tank is very well creased, and that's why you can actually grip the tank really well. Now coming to the pillion seat is also really wide and very well cushioned, and that's why the pillion would always be comfortable. And this is the grab rail of the motorcycle, and there you have the tank pad integrated, which comes as stock. Now coming to the instrument cluster of the motorcycle, so you have the split instrument cluster setup here. Now you have the indication for side stand down. You also have different information like low fuel economy, this is the service indicator and stuff. You have the RPM meter here, and this is the speedometer with this fuel consumption. Now you have the teddy tail lights here, and while you come here, you have the gear position indicator, the odometer, the time, and this is trip 1, trip 2, and this is the info, and back to odo. And that's all. That's all about the speedometer. This is the switch gear, which is of very good quality. It's like the premium pulsars that you get. It's the same here with this backlit switches. Now you have the engine kill switch, this is the ignition switch, and this is the switch for your DRL. This side you have the pass light, the upper dipper, the indicator, and the horn. So the horn is pretty nice and loud. Now let me crank up this motorcycle and show you. So it's in neutral. This is the sound at idling. And so you have heard the exhaust note of the Dominar 400, and that was my video upon the Dominar 400. So I'm about to ride the Dominar 400. This is the flagship motorcycle from Bajaj, and this is how it swipes up. As you can see, the very first impression is the exhaust note, which is very throaty, and another thing is the heavy weight of the motorcycle. So it is pretty heavy, and the handlebar is also very heavy. And the acceleration is pretty nice. You can actually play around with the motorcycle instead of having a very weighty handlebar. And the suspension quality is pretty nice in considering a USD Fox setup, and it is supple, but at the same time it is hard, on the harder side rather. So as you can see, this is a very big motorcycle, and the color and this green color looks really nice. You have this Dominar badge, which actually is really well finished, and you have the split screen instrument cluster, and it is an attention seeker for sure, because many people turn around to see what you're riding. You can see the handlebar is also very wide. I'm very much comfortable, and the riding dynamics is also very nice. So man. The acceleration is so brisk and so nice. You can play around in the city like anything, and this being such a huge motorcycle is so much comfortable to plunge ahead, and that's the best part. Now if you have seen my XVHP video, the first one, I was riding the older Dominar, which is I had a lot of fun with that motorcycle, and I had the proper roads to explore the top end on that motorcycle, but I can't actually accelerate much hard here. As you can see, this is the city and there are continuous traffic around me, so I should not take that risk. And this is also a very new motorcycle. It is from directly from OSL Bajaj Minto Park, so I need to be careful. But one thing I can figure out in the difference between the UG and the older Dominar is the power. The power is much more intimidating on this one as compared to the previous UG model. And the horns are also pretty nice. It just throws you back. The power is so much nice, and it's nothing like the KTM Duke 390 or the RC 390, but it is very much linear. Now speaking about the rear view mirrors, it doesn't vibrate at all, and you have this massive stock, and this actually looks really sporty, and at the same time it shows good visibility behind. And the braking is also pretty sure-footed, so you don't have to worry much about the braking. The front brakes are really feedback rich, while the rear brakes are progressive, and that's what it should be. Now let me pull a bit harder. I was lucky to get this much fast for you guys. It is very much usable in the city. I heard many reviews saying that this is not as much usable in the city, but you can see me playing around with this motorcycle like crazy. Now this is a power cruiser which is meant for long touring, and this is a mile muncher for sure. So that's the thing. And the engine braking is so nice, man, and when you leave the throttle, the exhaust sounds so good. You need to be really skillful in order to handle this motorcycle while filtering and stuff, because wheelbase, and this is a low set motorcycle, so the center of gravity is really low, and you can see how much corner I can do. It's nothing, actually, it's nothing for this motorcycle to bring a smile to your face. This is personally my favorite motorcycle, that's for sure, because I'm that kind of a guy. I'm a bulky guy, so I need a bulky motorcycle to suit my body structure as well as the personality. So this is a linear motorcycle. I'm not very fond of the hooliganism the Duke 390 provides. So this is much like my type. So the Dominar 250 is kind of a more tamed down motorcycle and is more biased to city use than this one. This is more biased to highway use, and that's why you have that meaty 40 bhp of power, which actually translates into this brisk acceleration that you can see me enjoying. So there is Bhaggu College or Bhawanipur Education Society. This exhaust note is something else, man. So it doesn't heat a lot. It is a liquid cooled motorcycle and you have the radiator also, but I'm riding this motorcycle in the city and I do not feel any sort of heating issues. Such an angry thing this is. This green beast is so much angry. Definitely Bajaj has done a brilliant job in tuning down the sheer power of the KTM Duke. Oh man, the brakes are really nice. It can stop in one go, and that's a very beautiful thing. And this is a very heavy motorcycle, so you need to have really good brakes in order to bring it to a stop. And Bajaj has done a brilliant job in tuning this motorcycle that I was saying, and it is much more usable in the city right now, and it is also returning a better fuel efficiency, which is really respectable. Just at the slow speed, when you get slow and you have to filter through the traffic, then only you can actually feel how much weighty it is. Other than that, when you are on the go, you won't feel a single thing. So let me enter the OSL Bajaj showroom at Minto Park. Guys, that was my video upon the Dominar 400 that you have seen. Now this is a very beautiful motorcycle. I enjoyed to the brim riding this UG variant. So you can see the green color, which also looks very attractive, and it turns a lot of head on the road. Now coming to the price of this motorcycle, so it's at 2,03,000 rupees ex showroom, while 2,48,000 rupees on road. So at that price it becomes a very good proposition to buy into the market. This is a value for money offering from Bajaj, and this is a very capable motorcycle where you can take it long touring as well as you can do your city commutes, and it's a very versatile motorcycle. So this is a very big thumbs up from my side. So hope you like the video. So like, share and subscribe to my channel. This is Ankit Banerjee signing off. Hope to see you in the next video soon.